Antigone, Scene 4. Chorus, as Antigone enters, guarded. But I can no longer stand in awe of this, nor, seeing what I see, keep back my tears. Here is Antigone, passing to that chamber where all find sleep at last. Antigone, look upon me, friends, and pity me, turning back at the night's edge to say goodbye to the sun that shines for me no longer. Now sleepy death summons me down to Acheron, the cold shore. There is no bride song here, nor any music. Chorus. Yet not unpraised, not without a kind of honor, you walk at last into the underworld, untouched by sickness, broken by no sword. What woman has ever found your way to death? Antigone. How often I have heard the story of Niobe, Tantalus's wretched daughter, how the stone clung fast about her, ivy close, and they say the rain falls endlessly, and sifting soft snow, her tears are never done. I feel the loneliness of her death in mine. Chorus. But she was born of heaven, and you are a woman, woman-born. If her death is yours, a mortal woman's, is this not for you glory in our world and in the world beyond? Antigone. You laugh at me. Ah, friends, can you not wait until I am dead? O Thebes, O men many charioted in love and with fortune, dear springs of Dirce, sacred Theban grove, be witness for me, denied all pity, unjustly judged, and think a word of love for her whose path turns under dark earth where there are no more tears. Chorus. You have passed beyond human daring and come out at last in a place of stone where justice sits. I cannot tell what shape of your father's guilt appears in this. Antigone. You have touched it at last, that bridal bed, unspeakable horror of son and mother mingling, their crime infection of all our family. O Oedipus, father and brother, your marriage strikes from the grave to murder mine. I have been a stranger here in my own land all my life. The blasphemy of my birth has followed me. Chorus. Reverence is a virtue, but strength lives in established law. That must prevail. You've made your choice. Your death is the doing of your conscious hand. Antigone. Then let me go, since all your words are bitter, and the very light of the sun is cold to me. Lead me to my vigil where I must have neither love nor lamentation, so no song, but silence. Creon interrupts impatiently. If dirges and planned lamentations could put off death, men would be singing forever. To the servants, take her, go. You know your orders. Take her to the vault and leave her alone there. And if she lives or dies, that's her affair, not ours. Our hands are clean. Antigone. O tomb, vaulted brick bed and eternal rock, soon I shall be with my own again, where Persephone welcomes her thin ghosts underground, and I shall see my father again, and you, mother, and dearest Polynices, dearest indeed to me, since it was my hand that washed him clean and poured the ritual wine, and my reward is death before my time. And yet, as men's hearts know, I have done no wrong. I have not sinned before God, or if I have, I shall know the truth in death. But if the guilt lies upon Creon who judged me, then, I pray, may his punishment equal my own. Chorus. O passionate heart, unyielding, tormented still by the same winds? Creon. Her guards shall have good cause to regret their delaying. Antigone. Ah, that voice is like the voice of death. Creon. I can give you no reason to think that you're mistaken. Antigone. Thebes, and you of my father's gods, and rulers of Thebes, you see me now, the last unhappy daughter of a line of kings. Your kings led away to death. You will remember the things I suffer, and at what man's hands, because I would not transgress the laws of heaven. To the guards, simply, come, let us wait no longer. Antigone and the guards exit. End of Scene 4. Scene 4, Ode 4. All Danae's beauty was locked away in a brazen cell where the sunlight could not come. A small room, still as any grave, enclosed her. Yet she was a princess too, and Zeus in a rain of gold poured love upon her. O child, no power in wealth or war, or tough sea-blackened ships can prevail against untiring destiny. And Dryas' son also, that furious king, before the gods' prisoning anger for his pride, sealed up by Dionysus in deaf stone, his madness died among echoes. So at least he learned what dreadful power his tongue had mocked, for he had profaned the revels and fired the wrath of the nine, implacable sisters that loved the sound of the flute. And old men tell a half-remarked tale of horror done, where a dark ledge splits the sea, and double surf beats on the gray shores. How a king's new woman, sick with hatred for the queen he had imprisoned, ripped out his 2 sons' eyes with her bloody hands, while grinning Ares watched the shuttle plunge 4 times, 4 blind wounds crying for revenge. Crying, tears and blood mingled, piteously born, those sons whose mother was of heavenly birth. Her father was the god of the north wind, and she was cradled by gales. She raced with young colts on the glimmering hills and walked untrammeled in the open light. But in her marriage, deathless fate found means to build a tomb like yours for all her joy.